But for me myself, it's no longer a problem for me because I understand where they are coming from, the kind of mindset they have, the context or the culture that they were growing up, the kind of schooling and community they were part of. And likewise, um, all of us, we are product of our environment. And I don't blame them. I have more empathy and more remorse when I come across, people who are like that, especially some of the white people or the Bakia who are like that. Hello, everybody. It's me, Seni from Edrienia. I hope you are having a great day. All is well on this end. And today I'm going to share with you in this video a part of my experience with racism. As you all know, throughout history, racism has been a huge problem around the world on a global level. And like myself, I'm here in New Zealand. And yeah, it has been more than 10 years for me coming from the Kingdom of Tonga in the Pacific. And I've been living with my family in New Zealand more than 10 years now. And I'm just going to share with you, for me, as a Tongan and part of the Pacific community, this is one of the big things, especially here in New Zealand, that we are seeing. Although it has been improved throughout the years, but racism is still exists. And there is a segment of the people, especially the white people or the Pākehā, that's the Maori terminology for the white race, that they are still they're still stuck with racism, and they import it and they show it in various ways. And I'm gonna share just some of my experience with this in my time here with my family in New Zealand. And yeah, I've been thinking about this throughout the weekend because I had an experience which has become not something new to me anymore, because I get to understand why these people are stuck, the kind of mindset that they have in their behavior, thinking they are superior than, the colored people, whether you are Pacifica person or you're Maori or you're Asians. I was having a flight the other day, and I came to the check-in area, the airline counter, and there was this white lady. She was in one of the booths. As I grabbed my passport to give her to do my check-in, she looked into their system, and then she was looking at me because in my account I put the DR in front of me because I hold a PhD. So she was asking me, "Are you a doctor?" And by the way she looked at me, I understand she was kind of because I'm a colored person. I think in her own thinking, in her own mind, she was thinking maybe I had made a mistake when I input my information into the database, or I was mistyping or something. And then I affirmed to her, yes, I'm a doctor, and as you can see in your system, it is what it is. And yeah, immediately she turned red, and she was feel a little bit embarrassed, and I can just sense her energy, not only her facial expression, but her energy, that she was kind of embarrassed, because she thought in her mind, I'm not a doctor. But I'm just giving you this one of the example that that's part of the problems that our fellow Pacific people here in New Zealand are facing from time to time, whether they're in the shopping mall or in some other spaces or an office or something. There are still people who are like that, especially some of the Pākehā or the white people that I have come across in my experience. And I'm not saying that all the white people I have come across are like that. No, they are beautiful, amazing white people, but there are still this group this segment of the population, especially right here in Aotearoa New Zealand, they are still suffering from that. And no matter how much development we have seen, and the talking about technology, you know, the pluralistic culture that we are having here in New Zealand, it doesn't help or change some of the people who are having that problem. They are thinking they are more superior than any other people, especially the colored people. And you can see that in my experience, if I go for shopping in the supermarkets or elsewhere, there is this privilege with some of the Pākehā, thinking that they own the place, that they can do whatever they want, that you have to move to the side if they come across you, and they can park their trolley in anywhere they want without regarding or considering the people who are there. But that's how toxic that culture they are part of for how many centuries now. They think that they own everything. Everybody else is subservient to them, and we should serve them. But for me myself, it's no longer a problem for me because I understand where they are coming from, the kind of mindset they have, the context or the culture that they were growing up, the kind of schooling and community they were part of. And likewise, all of us, we are a product of our environment. And I don't blame them. I have more empathy and more remorse when I come across people who are like that, especially some of the white people or the Pākehā who are like that. In my experience, no matter if you are Asians or you are from the Pacific, and it doesn't really matter how long you have been staying in this country, you have worked hard and go through the system here. If you are, for example, if you have climbed up through the academic hierarchy, you have various qualifications, even you hold a PhD in a particular area. In some of the Pākehā mind, they still think you don't know anything at all. That's how poor they are. That's how small-mindedness they are. They're so stuck in their mediocrity and their kind of thinking that even you have fulfilled, you have too many things. Then even quite a lot of them, they can't do what you are doing. They are not well qualified, and yet in their own mind, as a white people, they think you don't know anything, you are stupid. But that's how low and how less they are. They can go. They don't see that. They have been blindfolded. They have been so drunk in their own white truck, that kind of drugs that they have been drinking throughout the years, that they still can't see. That they still think they own everything, and other people they are low or means nothing to them. And how do I deal with it? I just allow them just to be themselves. If they're what they are, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me at all, because I know where they are coming from and their level of understanding, their experience, the limited of experience they have, and the kind of group that they are part of. It's not a problem. It's a problem. As long as you know how to navigate your way through the system and through the culture, especially some of the countries that they really have that, it's not a problem. And you can do your best in whatever you do, whether you are having a job or you are studying for an academic qualification. You're still going to have access to wealth and those kind of privileges they are having. And it's not be an issue at all. Once you get the level of understanding, it's no longer a problem. It's not your problem, it's their problem.